Our gospel lesson today comes from the 11th chapter of the gospel according to Matthew, beginning with the second verse. Hear these words. When John heard in prison what the Messiah was doing, he sent word by his disciples and said to him, "Are you the one who is to come, or are we to wait for another?" And Jesus answered them, "Go and tell John what you hear and see. The blind receive their sight, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the poor have good news brought to them. And blessed is anyone who takes no offense at me." As they went away, Jesus began to speak to the crowds about John. "What did you go out into the wilderness to look for? A reed shaken by the wind? What then did you go out to see? Someone dressed in soft robes? Look, those who wear soft robes are in royal palaces. So what then did you go out to see? A prophet? Yes, I tell you, and more than a prophet. This is the one about whom it is written, 'See, I am sending my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you.' Truly, I tell you, among those born of women, no one has risen greater than John the Baptist, yet the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he." This is the word of God.
Thanks be to God.
10 days till Christmas. It's getting short, isn't it? Got everything done that you're supposed to get done? Okay, I see lots of nodding heads. Well, you see some of the things up here. We're getting ready for our Christmas program that is at noon today. Remember, noon, not 4 o'clock. Noon. We have a lot of lists in order to get stuff together for all this stuff. We have a list for the Christmas families out there on that tree. Santa's got a list, I understand. You remember that list? Everybody has a shopping list, right? Gift list, Christmas card list, a to-do list. We even have electronic lists now. It's called Amazon wish lists. And you can go to Amazon and find out what everybody else wants. This is the time we can't get away from lists. Well, you know, there was another list. John the Baptist had an expectations list. And Jesus was not meeting it. I mean, he had been telling everybody, and especially the Pharisees and the Sadducees, you know, you're going to go into the fires of hell. The axe is ready to chop you down. Where is this Jesus who is going to take the chaff and take his winnowing fork and get rid of all the evil in the world? Overthrow the government, make Israel great again. Well, that didn't happen. It did not happen the way John wanted it to happen. Now, I've had lots of expectations that I was disappointed with too. Sometimes I've gone to a restaurant and I thought it was going to be the greatest restaurant or the sequel to a movie. And just waiting for that sequel, and I get there and it's not as good as the first one. And then we have things like Harry Potter, and they have 7 or 8 sequels. I don't know. You ever had a vacation and it didn't quite pan out the way you wanted it to? Or what about this idea of world peace at Christmas time? Wouldn't that be wonderful? That's an expectation. And things are just not going that way. John's didn't pan out, and neither do mine sometimes. But when John's expectations of the Messiah didn't pan out, he decided he was going to just confront that issue, and he sent his disciples to Jesus and said, "Are you the one that we're waiting for? Are you really the guy? Are you the Messiah?" And Jesus replied in his own way, "What do you see?" what do you hear? That is what's going on here. I mean, the lame are walking again, the blind can see, the lepers are being healed, the deaf are able to hear, the dead are being raised, the poor have good news brought to them. What do you expect of a Messiah? 30 years experience, 5 kids, and only being 20 years old? Here's what the Messiah does, says Jesus. At least this is what I'm doing. And you better decide whether or not I am the chosen one. I'm reminded of a story I heard about a wise man. A fellow came to him and asked him, which is the true religion that comes from God? The wise man told this story. There once was a man who had a golden ring. And it is said that whenever he was wearing it, he was the epitome of kindness and gentleness and just full of love. Well, that man got onto his deathbed. He was old, and he had 3 sons. And each one of those sons came to him, and each one of those sons begged him for that ring because they wanted to be the same kind of guy that their dad was. But there was only one magic ring. They thought about it, they argued about it, and the old man finally just called in the local jeweler and had the jeweler make 2 replicas, identical replicas of that ring. And then the old man called the 3 boys in and gave each one of them a ring. He couldn't tell which one was different, if any of them were different, because they were all identical. And they continued to fight because they didn't know which one was the magic ring, the one that would make everything perfect. They even took it to court, figuring that a judge would, with all his wisdom, would be able to figure that out and decide which son was going to get the magic ring. The judge had a different solution. The judge said to the 3 boys, put that ring on, the one that your dad gave you, and over time, we'll see which ring is the magic ring. We will see the evidence in what you are doing in life. As it turned out, several years later, they were able to figure it out. The wise man said, the same thing is true of religion. It is very clear when you look at what its followers are doing as to whether or not that religion is the true religion. That's what Jesus is talking about. Now, Jesus was one who was able to get people going. John was able to tell people that Jesus was coming. He was not a follower of Jesus, but a proclaimer, a prophet of the one to come. But all of us have the privilege of being followers. All of us are the ones that are exhibiting what Christ wants us to exhibit. All of us are the ones that people look at from outside and say, is this the true religion? Are these people who are professing Christ the ones who are exhibiting the same characteristics of Jesus? It's a question we have to ask. Can we say, look around you, hear what we're saying, hear what is happening, hear the music, hear the joy? Are we the ones who are showing the joy of Christ? See, something strange happened many years ago became the body of Christ in this world. God made it that way. So that whatever we do and whatever we say and whatever things that we like to do, those are the things then that exhibit to the rest of the world what Christ is in this world. We